Hey everybody, it is the Honey Badger here, and today I want to introduce to you the latest guest on the channel. This is a 1968 Cadillac Deville convertible, clearly, as there's no top on it. This is actually a really neat car for a lot of reasons that I'll get into for just a moment, but you're gonna see this car on the channel in some videos. It will be getting restored. I'm not gonna be doing all the work because this is not actually my vehicle. My brother has actually recently purchased this after tracking it down. I'll throw up some photos of where we found it. It's kind of a barn find, you could say. Not necessarily a barn, but more or less it was in a barn. Very dirty. It's still incredibly dirty. It needs a lot of work. We're going to be putting in work on it to make sure that we can get it up and running better. A lot of stuff needs fixed on this, a lot of bodywork stuff, just a lot of small things, some very deep cleaning as well. But my brother found this after tracking it down with the help of my dad, because this is actually my grandfather's car that he sold, or they sold after he passed away years and years and years ago, and the original guy who bought it from him still had it. It had been sitting for 10 years, top down, unfortunately, which is why it's incredibly dirty on the inside of it. It hasn't been running in a long time, so we're gonna coax some life out of it and get it back to its former glory and keep it within the family since we were able to find this so many years later. So it's really neat story. I'm glad that my brother was able to track it down. I'm excited to do some work on it. I know he's extremely excited to get some work done on it. I'm going to be helping out with some of it, but it is far further gone than at least my pickup was that I recently did the body work and paint with my buddy. So this is going to be its own fun project that we're going to work on. I'm really excited about it, but let's take a closer look at some of the other things going on this vehicle and kind of get an overview of what we have to work with here. All right, let's dive on in and get a closer look at the actual vehicle and the condition that it's in and some of the stuff we plan to tackle to start things off. Now I have to stand pretty far back to fit all of it in frame because it is in fact a boat. It is enormous. It's almost 2 feet wider than my pickup, and it's like 6 feet longer than my pickup, which is hilarious for so many reasons, but it's huge. And one of the reasons why I have it in my possession is because I have a big enough garage to currently house it. So I guess it's easier to work on too when I am the one who has most of the tools and the know-how. So it lives with me for now, but it is enormous. But as we can see, the actual body itself is, well, it's in okay condition, but the trunk is in really bad shape, and the sides do have some speckling rust. In fact, we'll move up. You can see on the actual trunk that something sat on it in the back, and it's really pitted at the actual body itself. And you know, along the sides, they're actually pretty straight. The paint, I mean, we probably can get close. You probably can see the spidering happening if my camera focuses. It's really hard to see. The sun's at an incredibly weird angle. But, you know, it's an okay overall condition. Body straight, paint's bad. We have rust that needs repaired. The bottom's pretty gross. Probably one of the biggest things, though, is just the unknown when it comes to where the maintenance has been at on this thing. Well, I know where it's been at. It's more like the lack of maintenance. So it's been sitting for years, upwards of 10, with the top down and almost no gas in the tank, so the tank could be rusty. We're going to look into that. That's one thing we'll do. And then the interior, because the top's been down, well, the interior's worn out because it's old. It's also just filthy, filthy dirty. So that's one thing that we are definitely going to be cleaning up first, and that's one of the things we're going to try to tackle right away, because it's super, super gross. I mean, like, it's super dirty. It looks like it was pulled out of a barn. So that's kind of the condition we're in. Tires need replaced. They're also really old, probably unsafe to drive on. But, you know, overall, the body itself is in pretty good shape, and that's one of the exciting things. Can't get the windows down comically, and we can't get the actual soft top up. It's probably going to remain as a convertible. We probably won't ever need it to not be a convertible. It's only going to be like a Sunday driver and for fun. But, you know, most of it is there. Most of it works. It does drive, actually. The previous owner just sharpened the points on it and was able to fire it up with some fresh gas in it. So it does turn on. The rear diff leaks like crazy is the first thing I've noticed. The brakes feel like complete garbage. The tires look like they're terrible and definitely needs new fluids as they are sludgy and dark. But overall, it's in okay condition when you're just looking at it on the whole of things. So very excited about this project. First thing we're gonna do is clean it up. And there we have it. Quick little introduction to the 68 DeVille. Interested to know what you guys would do if you had something like this or this exact thing. Let me know down below in the comments some of the things that you would do, and let me know what I should do, things we should check out, look into. There's probably things I will definitely be missing on my long list of things to dig into, so let me know in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like and check out the merch as well. I'll see all of you guys in the next video.